Hello and welcome to Planted Nutrition. My name is Luke, I'm a qualified nutritionist, and in this video I'm going to talk about why I do not eat my food in a certain order. So this is something I get asked about a lot by clients because there is a lot of information being shared online that maybe we can get some crazy health benefits by eating our food in a certain order. We start with our vegetables, then we have our protein, and then we have our carbohydrates because that's going to help our blood sugar to remain balanced and give us these crazy metabolic benefits. I mean, when you see this sort of information, it sounds great, right? What if I can make these little changes to my diet and get some benefit? So let's start with a bit of understanding of what is our blood sugar. So basically, our body uses glucose for energy, and we get glucose from carbohydrates. Through our digestion, our bodies break down complex carbohydrates. These are long chains of repeating units of glucose, for example, that are found in things like whole grains and vegetables, fruits. And our body breaks them down, we digest them, and we absorb them. They go into our blood, and this is our blood sugar. Glucose is the preferred source of fuel for our brain, for example. Our body utilizes it really well when we are healthy. And this is the key here. If we have something like diabetes or even pre-diabetes, we're maybe not so easily able to utilize these sugars because we need insulin, which allows them to enter our cells to be used by the mitochondria and turned into energy. You can think of insulin a bit like the key that opens the door and allows the glucose to enter the cell. But for most of us who are healthy, is blood glucose a problem? Even if we do have diabetes, is blood glucose a problem? If it's a preferred source of energy of our body? And honestly, no. If we're eating a healthy, balanced diet and we're struggling with blood sugar, that is not the issue. There's something going on underneath the surface, a pathology that is not allowing us to have this normal response. And if we are healthy, just because our blood sugar goes up, oh my God, and then it goes down again, this is completely normal. And this is a problem I see with a lot of this information online, is it's pathologizing a normal bodily function. When we eat food containing carbohydrates, as I said, our bodies digest them, they go into our blood, and so of course our blood sugar goes up. But if we're healthy and we're able to utilize this energy, this is not a problem. And the other problem I see with this information about eating food in a certain order is just completely overcomplicating things. It's like we want to be healthy, we want to do the right things, but sometimes that thing that we need to do is actually really simple, and we can get completely overcomplicated and overwhelmed by trying all of these different hacks that we're seeing online. I want you to be healthy, I want you to keep it simple. And so here's a framework that I use when creating a meal, because there are certain things we can do when we build our plate that is going to help our blood sugar response to be a little bit lower. It's going to give us that long sustained energy throughout the day, because that's what we're looking for. We're not looking to hack ourselves into wellness. We want long-lasting energy, good health outcomes. And so this plating framework, and this is what I think about when creating all of my meals. We want some complex carbohydrates. This is going to give us long-lasting energy. And we want to include some healthy fats, because we need these essential fats for our health, for our skin health, for our cardiovascular health, for our brain health. But the fact about fats is they actually slow down our digestion and absorption of carbohydrates. So they automatically slow it down. We don't need to eat them in a different order. When we eat them together, it works just the same. And of course, we want to include a good source of protein. And for a bonus, let's include some nice vegetables, because they're really high in vitamins and minerals and beneficial fiber to support our gut health. So that's what I'm thinking about. Complex carbohydrates, some healthy fats, a source of protein, and some vegetables or fruit depending on the meal. And so a really good way to visualize this is something like a Buddha bowl, because this is a great way to include lots of different foods. So we could have our complex carbohydrate. This could be something like quinoa or rice. Our healthy fat, some avocado, some olive oil in a dressing, some hemp seeds for those omega-3s, and some protein. And I'm plant-based, so I'd include something like some tofu, some tempeh, some roasted chickpeas, something like this that is going to give us a good source of protein. You could also include like some steamed edamame beans in there as well. And then our fruits and veggies, you could have some grilled capsicum, courgette, literally any vegetables that you have. Some sliced carrots are great in there as well. For a bonus, you can also include a serving of fermented food because they're really great for our gut health. So some sauerkraut, some kimchi on top. And this is just one example, but bring this plating framework with you as you're creating your meal. How can I include a good source of protein? How can I include a good source of complex carbohydrates? How can I include some healthy fats in here? When we're eating in this way, a balanced plate, it's going to automatically give us a slow digestion of our food. The complex carbohydrate gives longer lasting energy. The fat slows down our digestion and absorption of carbohydrates. The protein keeps us feeling full and satiated, giving us the building blocks that we need to build a healthy body. So my key point to take away from this video is please keep it simple. There's so much information out there online saying to do this, to do that, and we don't want to be wasting our time. Maybe we might get a 0.0001% benefit from doing this thing, but maybe we're going to get overwhelmed and we're not even going to stick to eating that. We're like, oh my God, it's too hard to eat healthy. I tried it, it doesn't work. Like, I don't have time to eat my meal in a certain order. So don't do that. Focus on keeping it simple, eating healthy, balanced meals, using this plating framework, and you're going to be getting the nutrition you need and having a healthy metabolic response to your food. So please keep it simple. And as always, stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next video.